Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Tanner, and welcome to Crypto Bible. I've got another news update for you guys. It's been a little bit of a while since I've done a Binance update. I say a while; it's literally been like 2 days. But the good thing is that we actually found this article from someone on my Discord. So it's good that we're working together as a team. They're bringing all the latest news. So if you haven't joined a Discord, please make sure you are joining it, because then you'll be up to date straight away with everything. So thank you for the person that did find this for me. It's pretty good because we haven't been able to get that many updates regarding Binance itself and what they want to do, comments from CZ. What we've actually got here is an article which is mainly based in Singapore. And it just shows that CZ went to a convention in Singapore, and he was basically interviewed, and he gave quite a lot of quotes and comments regarding the entire situation due to the regulatory problems that they've been going through. So it's just really cool to be able to actually get quite a few of his comments from this article, rather than just getting a news agent itself just kind of giving us their view and opinion of everything. So it's quite a good article to read. And yeah, let's just get straight into it, guys, and you'll see exactly what I mean by it. So it's literally named Cryptocurrency Platform Binance Focusing on Compliance Amid Global Scrutiny. So this is from the CEO, CZ. So it says, Singapore, the regulatory minefield that cryptocurrency platform Binance must navigate amid growing scrutiny globally is its biggest task ahead, said its chief executive and founder, CZ, in an exclusive interview with the Straits Times. The Straits Times is the name of the article that I'm reading right here. For instance, it has to tailor to its processes to suit different demands that different jurisdictions are putting in place. Some countries limit the number of coins you can provide to your users. So if we want to be compliant in those countries, then we will have to limit our product offerings to much fewer options. So what are we literally getting from this right here? He's basically saying that literally every country are coming at them from left, right, and center with so many different problems due to regulatory requirements. And he basically is saying that he may be looking at going down the path that the US had to go through. So for those of you that do not know, Binance US was literally created last year. It was just operating on Binance to start off with, but then a lot of concerns and regulatory problems, just like we're seeing now, came up there, and which they then had to change over to a Binance US version of the app. And he's basically talking about that here too. And that could be what we could see in the near future for so many different countries. Could we be getting a Binance UK version, a Binance Germany version? I mean, we don't know. I've got that a little bit sticking out there and just fix that. There we go. But yeah, we don't actually know what's going to be happening, but that could be the route that he's going down there at the moment. And what are the differences that we could see? Well, from what I know with Binance US, the difference is that there's far less cryptocurrencies available on there. So you're going to have a lot less exposure to cryptocurrencies on there. I do believe that fees differ as well. So the problem with this is that if they were to go down that kind of route, would there really be a difference of using Binance as opposed to something like Kraken or KuCoin or anything else? Because they're probably going to be offering you the exact same thing in regards to the amount of coins available on there, in regards to the fees available as well. So, that is what he's talking about. So that could be something that we are going to be seeing. As he said, some countries limit the amount of coins that you can provide to your users. So if we want to be compliant in those countries, then we will have to limit our product offerings to much fewer options than in other markets. And that's coming from CZ himself. And he even says there he has to tailor its processes to suit different demands that different jurisdictions are putting in place. Carries on to say, some other countries are closed off to exchanges entirely. Mr. Zhao noted in those cases, they just cannot operate. It's no surprise that Binance, the largest cryptocurrency exchange globally based on trading volume, is putting compliance at the top of its priorities given the intense scrutiny the firm has been under from regulators worldwide. Operations have been in the spotlight in Britain, the United States, Italy, and Thailand over concerns such as meeting anti-money laundering rules and legal registration. So again, it's just going to show you there. They've got problems basically all over the world, all scattered all over the world, right? And we're just gonna have to wait and see what they do. And like I said, the fact that he mentioned that they may have to limit their services, their product offerings, I do believe that we could be seeing a Binance UK in the near future, but just gonna have to wait and see. So the firm told account holders last month that it would cease operations in the Canadian province of Ontario after choosing not to register as a regulated exchange there. Meanwhile, it's making slow progress here as it's still waiting for a license under the Payment Services Act. The Monetary Authority of Singapore told ST, which is the Straits Times, earlier this month that it was aware of the actions other regulatory authorities have taken against Binance and would follow up as appropriate. Mr. Zhao, who spoke to ST in a conference room at Sands Expo and Convention Center earlier this month, noted that its primary focus in Singapore is on product development. Its local arm, Binance Asia Services, started in Singapore in 2019 and now has around 100 staff there, operating a platform that allows users to trade Bitcoin and several other cryptocurrencies. He says, "We are building a strategic relationship locally that would help us build more innovative and user-friendly products for our users," he said, pointing to his partnership with Temasek unit Vertex Ventures, which has a stake in Binance Asia Services. Mr. Zhao, a Chinese Canadian commonly known as CZ, noted that Binance has not had much user growth on its Singapore platform. While expansion across Asia more than doubled in its first quarter for Binance.com, the increase on Binance Singapore was comparatively small, about 28% for the same period. So it does actually look like that CZ himself is very, very focused on what's going on in Singapore. I do believe he actually lives there as well. So along with all the regulatory issues going on all around the world, he is mainly focusing on product development within Singapore as well. So he's got a lot on his hands, man, and he needs to just kind of fix up, really, doesn't he? Get some stuff done a lot quicker. So while the company is registered in the Cayman Islands, has a presence in several countries, it does not have a global headquarters. This became a point of contention when traders reportedly had difficulty petitioning the company after suffering losses when its platform crashed in May. I actually covered this story yesterday in one of my articles. One of my videos, it was basically just an article actually in Australia, where a lot of Binance's customers struggled to actually take out money or take profit due to Binance actually crashing at volatile moments, which caused a lot of issues, which then caused a lot of people to make complaints, which they basically didn't really get anything out of it after complaining. So that is another issue on top of regulatory problems, isn't it? So carries on to say, Mrs. Zhao told SC doesn't have a traditional scene as headquarters of services of customers globally. Many other traditional businesses are kind of copying us, he added, noting how rival platform Coinbase also does not have an official physical headquarters. It's not that we don't want a headquarter location. It's just the way that we organize ourselves. The way our organization works is very decentralized, CZ said, adding that most of its communication is done virtually rather than in person. The company is in the midst of registering entities in around 30 new jurisdictions, but is unlikely to alter its decentralized setup. Not having one place where everybody is actually better. You have to work with different with time zone differences, costs, and there are some trade-offs, but there's really no advantage to having everyone in one place, he noted. So again, for those people that do not know, Binance has no actual headquarters. And it's quite interesting to see that he's talking about Coinbase there as well, with them not having an actual headquarters too. So a little bit of a rivalry going on there too. But I actually didn't know that Coinbase didn't have their own headquarters as well. So that was pretty interesting. So he said the ownership structure of its various entities differs from operations in different cities. Binance sometimes work with local partners, and there are many entities not majority controlled by the firm. We also have independent entities that use the Binance brand, where Binance itself does not own any shares. Some of these independent operators sometimes partner with Binance to use its technology, he noted, adding that while these are a minority among its related entities, they may increase in number. For example, in certain geographic regions, it may be best for us to just provide the technology and a partner can run the exchange locally. So what we're basically seeing here, and I believe we actually saw an issue in Uganda. They had a Binance Uganda, which has recently been shut down. Now, it's not that CZ was running it. They're just letting Uganda use its services to provide Binance to Uganda and so many other countries all around the world. But they're not actually running it himself. They've got people that are running that actual entity, and it's not CZ himself. They're just allowing Binance to allowing countries to use Binance's services. So that was pretty interesting as well. We are very careful with the Binance brand. We have had a lot of issues where partners are causing problems. Mrs. Al told ST that he's been living here since November 2019, shortly before the outbreak of the pandemic, which has disrupted his usual shuttling between countries. He said he hopes to make Singapore his base, although he was careful to add that this does not mean Binance will be based there. But I think Singapore has a lot of technology innovation capabilities. We want to tap this very strong tech talent and financial talent here. I like Singapore. I foresee myself spending a lot of time in Singapore. So that is the update there. Sorry, guys, it is really hot again, man. Sweating my ass off here. Gee, for those in the UK, it is boiling, isn't it? It is just ridiculously hot. It's so humid. But anyway, I hope you guys have actually enjoyed that, because it was good to get quite a lot of comments from CZ. So, big up the person that found this article for me to report it. And it's just good to see where his head is actually at, the stuff that he's really talking about. And it's good to see that these questions are actually being asked to him. So I believe this article has given us a lot of information of what we could expect, his thought process as well. And it's just about him kind of putting his words into practice now. So let's see what does happen. Are we going to see a Binance UK version? Are we going to see a Binance Europe version? Or is it literally going to be a Binance version for each country? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but I do think we are going to see some developments very, very soon. But it's good to see that compliance is on his mind. And yeah, hopefully we can see some changes very soon. If you guys have liked the video, please leave a like down below. Make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already. Trying to keep everyone up to date as much as I can. So this could be your one-stop shop for all the crypto news you need. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Ensure you are joining the Discord as well, guys. The link is in the description below. Building a very, very good community there. So many questions are being asked and answered there as well. And again, we were able to find news articles like this to help one another and bring all the news to everyone that is obviously watching my videos. So, it's really, really good. So make sure you're joining that. And please make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss any videos either, because I'm going to be banging them out left, right, and center for you guys. Anyway, hope to see you guys soon. Take it easy, people.